Hey everybody, trying out some new equipment today. We got the new tripod and the microphone, so hoping that that works really well for better video quality and whatnot. But today, finally getting back to the 49 GMC. My plan is to get the fenders and stuff out of there, and I want to bring back the original orange, kind of the patina look like we got up here. Obviously, I did some unlearned body work, but if we can get this thing back to kind of this type of a finish where it's got the rust and it's nice and patinaed, that's what we're going to go for on this, on the hood. All the things that I kind of did, we're going to undo. I don't know what I had a sander and I had some paint. Bad combination for a 14-year-old kid, but we'll get her loaded up and see what happens. Alright guys, so right here you can see our panel, pretty good sized piece. What we're going to try to do is we're going to get in here and see what's actually under all this primer, and hopefully we'll be able to get this down. You can still see where there's a lot of paint left under there, just spots that are showing through. I didn't know what I was doing when I painted this those years ago, so just going to start with some light sanding just to see what we got for a base. Try to get all this black off, and hopefully it'll give us a really nice patina to then work from, but keep watching. Well, that took a bit of time, but the end result, it's not too bad. I think what I'll end up doing is I'm just going to set this outside as is and let this rust a little bit more. I know there's ways you can accelerate it, like vinegar and salt water and stuff, but I think what I want to do is just let that sit outside and have nature take its course. So yeah, I think this looks really neat. Just you see all the old battle scars from when it was a dump truck for, however many years. Just some of that's still in there, the detail, and I think it's really neat. Some people might think it looks like junk, but we'll see, once the truck's all done. I debated on sanding this all off, all the paint up top, because it's kind of a patina thing that people do. You obviously you're trying to get the weathering to look as natural as possible, and I mean this truck was quite rusty when I got it, but backwards obviously, but that's the idea of it. Just gonna sit here, and definitely not gonna be that low, but wouldn't that be sweet? It's probably gonna be about here, so we'll see. So I guess I'll go and grab the other fender out of the truck and proceed. Well, wasn't quite as simple as I thought it might be, but now we got a direction here, so we can start sanding, and I'm hoping that the rest of this will just polish off with the sandpaper we got, but got the majority of the Bondo thick stuff anyway. There might be a better way, but this is kind of the way I know, so let's get to sanding. I hope you guys enjoyed the video this far. Stick around for just a second. I got a word of encouragement to share with you. And that's going to come from Ephesians chapter 2. Really familiar with the verse, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, not of yourselves. It's a gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast." That's Ephesians 2, 8, and 9. Like one of the most iconic verses of like, hey, you can't work your way to heaven. You can't earn your salvation. But then the part that I want to read to you guys tonight is just after that in verse 10. It says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God hath before ordained that we should walk in them." It really reminds me of what we were doing today, just sanding down those fenders and that front molding. That as we grow as Christians, we're Jesus' workmanship. He's smoothing us out. He's sanding down the rough spots. He's making the good in us come out for his glory because of him. I think that it's really encouraging how we can watch a piece of metal turn into just a really beautiful thing after it gets primed and painted and smooth. Just like those fenders, Jesus is molding us. He's working on us to be more like him. If we'll allow that, obviously the fenders can't say no to me sanding them, but some people think, well, I've got to do all these things. I've got to become a better person before I can get saved. Well, That's not really the case. The Bible tells us that we are to come as we are and let Jesus work on us, not the other way around. We don't fix ourselves and then expect that that's what it takes. It's not by works. It's by grace we're saved, not works. Jesus is the one that does the saving, and then he wants us to then become more like him. Like it says here in verse 10, we're created to good works, and then works that we can continue on in for Jesus' glory. I just thought that was interesting, kind of the parallels between sanding on the fenders today and making them more desirable to me, the same way that Jesus, he works on us. We're his workmanship. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next time we're going to get to that cab. We're going to try to get all the primer sanded off of that as well. And hopefully within the next couple weeks, that video will be out. And then I don't know how things are going to go. It's been a pretty busy summer, but as of right now, I want to at least get out one more video this month. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys so much for just watching and sticking around till the end. Appreciate you.